All right. Riley and I need to find our way out of this jungle that we're in. That was where we camped, right there, where we were standing. That's where we camped last night. Hold up, buddy. And we are at the Reddington Stream campsite. It really feels kind of like a jungle out here. There's just trees all over. Riley, what's going on, man? I think this is the side trail that leads back to the AT. Riley, me first, buddy. It's quite chilly, quite chilly. It was a cold night last night. Over here, Riley. There you go. The thing that I have hardest time keeping warm are my feet. I have like several pairs of extra socks, but my feet are still really, really cold. And we're getting low on food, and my pack is light. So it's good that my pack's light, but we're gonna have to get some more food. I think we're 2 days away. Come on, gotta go this way, Riley. All right, so we're gonna start off with a little climb here. We have Saddleback Junior to climb. Today is Saturday, September 28th. Day number 149. And the best way to get warm is to get moving. So we're getting moving, and hopefully that'll warm us up a bit. So, and I always like to get off to a slow start, so. We got blue skies above. The sunshine is, the sun is clearly visible. So that's definitely better than all the cloudy skies that we had last night. We've had a long, steep, difficult climb up Saddleback Junior, but we're close to the top, I think. That looks like a sign up there. And I've definitely warmed up. I am ready to take some layers off. Possibly get down all the way to one shirt. There's no wind up here. And I'm ready to take my leggings off too, and just wear my regular hiking pants. Hold up, Riley. Hold up, sir. Hold up. Riley, wait. Saddleback Junior, 3655 feet elevation. Alright, I think this is a good spot for me to take my layers off, so I'm gonna do that. So Riley and I got to Poplar Ridge Lean-To a while ago, after descending a little bit from Saddleback Junior, and we took a little break there. I gave Riley some food and water, and I ate some instant mashed potatoes mixed with a Lipton Secrets little flavor mix. Yes, I had a little snack as well, and then we continued on, and it's been mostly, we had some very steep downhill following the lean-to, and now we just have a kind of we're doing a slight downhill, kind of a gentle grade. I have to admit, it seems like a beautiful fall day here. The leaf colors are just very pretty, vibrant, green and yellow, red and orange. A nice fall day. The clouds are moving in and out. We've had nice blue skies part of the day. Looks a little more cloudy right now. I was thinking that earlier, it's a beautiful day. The only thing that could make it nicer is if I didn't have to hike. If I could just like eat some Chinese food, or just, you know, sit down and eat. Be at the main roadhouse right now. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I have two dehydrated meals. I still have one of the peak refuel meals. It's like beef pasta marinara, something like that. And I also have another dehydrated meal that I found in the hiker box at the cabin in Andover, and it's like it's called pad thai. Pad thai, that's right, pad thai. And it's got like a shrimp flavored sauce. So I'll definitely have at least one of them tonight. And I'm still hopeful that we can do at least 12 miles on the day, possibly more, so that we have a good chance of getting to Stratton, Main Route 27, and getting to the main roadhouse hostel by the end of the day tomorrow. That is really what is motivating me and what I'm looking forward to. You all right, buddy? We passed the first three hikers that we saw today a little while ago after we descended from Poplar Ridge Lean-To. They were all going south, ascending up the hill as we were descending. They were a group, but they were spread out, so I saw one after another. It was two ladies. The first lady did not like dogs. The second lady did like dogs, so she said hi to Riley. And then there was an older gentleman, I'm guessing he maybe was their father. And I said, "This is Riley," to him, and he said, "Oh, my last name is Striley." Riley and Striley. And he knew about the life of Riley. He said, "Are you living the life of Riley?" And I said, "That's what my parents say." I have never seen an episode of The Life of Riley, but I would imagine they're on YouTube, so I might as well watch one. That can be something I put on my post-trail to-do list. I could possibly even do it at a hostel if I have Wi-Fi. But I'm usually very busy at hostels, so I doubt I will find time to do that. But if I think about it and I have time, and they're on YouTube, then I could try to do that. One thing I'm curious about when I get to the hostel, hopefully if I get there, I'm thinking I might be able to finish my book tonight. So I'm wondering if they'll have like a book library where I can trade in my book and get another book, possibly. Something to think about. For my next resupply, which I'm planning to do when I get to Stratton, I'm thinking I'll get at least a 5-pound bag of dog food and at least 1 large tub of oatmeal. And I'm thinking I'd like to get a whole bunch of honey roasted peanuts. And then whatever else I feel like I have room for. Of course, once I see the hiker box and there's free food in the hiker box, that just kind of blows everything out the window. As far as my food goes. Because I do like to take stuff from the hiker box first. But I really feel like I need some oatmeal. I haven't had like a good supply of oatmeal in a while. And I feel like that does one of the best jobs of keeping me with enough food, so I feel like I'm confident that I'm not going to run out, and also keeping me full. In fact, I'm so hungry right now that I almost feel like I shouldn't be talking, because I need to conserve as much energy as possible. So I will stop talking for now. It seems like it's getting a little darker. The clouds must be moving in. And we'll check in later. We're approaching something called Orbeton Stream, which should be whenever we get to, yeah, we should be getting there sometime soon. It's supposed to be 2.7 miles after the last lean-to, and apparently we have to ford this stream. So I'm not sure if we're gonna have to get our feet wet or if there's going to be rocks that we can walk across. And then after we get to that stream, then we have a big uphill over the next several miles. So not looking forward to that. Alright, so I believe this is Orbeton Stream. This is the one where my guidebook says we have to ford. But it looks like there's a log over there that we might be able to walk on. So let's try that. Come on, Riley. I'm feeling especially lazy and tired today. Riley, are you okay, buddy? Oh, Riley. I'm sorry. Oh, Riley. Hold up, buddy. Stay there. Stay there, Riley. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there, Riley. There we go. Stay there, Riley. Hold up, buddy. Riley, stay there. Riley, wait. Wait up, buddy. Alright, this is going to be real tricky with Riley. I think so. With me and Riley trying to coordinate our paces. Oh, Riley. Riley, wait. Wait. Alright, I'm going to rock hop. Wait, stay there, Riley. Hold up. Hold up, Riley. Riley. It's okay, buddy. It's not the end of the world if my feet get wet, but I don't know if Riley's gonna. Riley, hold up, buddy. Hold up. Riley, stay there, buddy. Stay there. Riley, stay there. Oh, Riley. It's okay, buddy. Riley, it's okay. Come on, Riley. All right, Riley got wet. I did not get wet. It's okay, Riley. Riley, wait up, dude. All right, so this is the other side of Orbeton Stream. Looks like the perfect remedy for tired and lazy legs. Oh, buddy. Riley, wait. Wait, dude. Oh, Riley. Dude, you gotta let me go first, man. No! Wait! Me first. Riley, back up. Riley, back up, buddy. Okay, Riley. Riley is not listening. What do you see, Riley? Oh, Riley. Oh, buddy. And it's not just like climbing up here. It's just like steep for the next like 5 miles. I mean, not this steep, but it's uphill for a long time. We do have some flat stretches in the middle, I think, but mostly uphill for the next 5 miles or so. All right, hello, good evening. Van Gogh and Riley are alive and well, sort of well. Sky's all clouded over. The clouds have just kind of been moving in and out all day. But I think the clouds are here to stay. I did not intend that rhyme there. And we're sort of up in the clouds, like it's kind of foggy here. It's getting close to it's evening time. I think it's getting close to 6 p.m. So we don't have much daylight left. We did complete that big climb I was talking about. After Orbeton Stream, we had that really, really steep climb, but that didn't continue for too long. It changed into a more gradual climb for a bit, and the trail was the actual trail was pretty pleasant. Fortunately, we've been able to stay under tree line the entire time. I was thinking that there would be a point where we'd be above tree line, similar to the Saddleback range, but fortunately we've been able to stay under tree line ever since Saddleback Junior this morning. We did have kind of a steep climb up. Yeah, we had definitely a steep extended climb up this mountain called Lone Mountain, but we were able to get to the peak eventually, and I took a decently long break in the middle of that climb. I think it was about 4:30, because I turned my phone on and happened to see the time. And yeah, I was just really tired. My legs were really tired. And just going up steep mountains contributes to the legs being very tired. But I think we're done with like the significant climbing for the day. We are approaching Spaulding Mountain lean-to, I believe. And when we get there, we will have done 10.8 miles, I believe, on the day. Whew. Okay, so I'm kind of inclined to do a little night hiking tonight to try to get closer to Main Route 27, which is the road that goes into Stratton, because I really want to get there tomorrow night, by the end of the day tomorrow, and I would like to get there Hold up, Riley. Okay, I thought I heard some voices. I don't think I do. I would like to get there at a decent time so that there's enough time to get a ride. The hostel main roadhouse does provide free pickups from the trailhead, but you have to call, and there's no guarantee. I think most people have cell service at the trailhead when they get to the road, but there's no guarantee that I will have cell service. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice to get there as early as possible in the day, so that number one, I can get there early and enjoy a nice evening there. And number two, if for some reason I have trouble calling for a ride, I might be able to get a hitch from someone. And that's always easier the earlier in the day it is. It's very hard to get a hitch, I think, after it's already dark. So yeah, I really would like to get to this hostel. I mean, I have to get into town to resupply, and it would be so nice to be able to do that in combination with the stay at this hostel. If we don't get there by the end of the day tomorrow, then wherever we get, we'll have to find a campsite, and then we'll just have to go in to town. We'll have to figure out a way to get into town the next day, so I can get more dog food and more Van Gogh food, more human food. So with all that motivation to try to get to this hostel by the end of the day tomorrow, I am thinking that I'm gonna do some night hiking tonight. And I am encouraged because there are campsites beyond this shelter. Like, I know there's a campsite from what I looked at last night, about 1.5 miles after the shelter, and then maybe also 2.5 miles after the shelter, somewhere around there. And I'm also quite certain that we don't have any more significant uphill. So that should, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to do night hiking if we have to hike over, some really difficult terrain, but I mean, I can't say for certain what terrain we're gonna encounter, but as long as, based on the elevation profile, as long as I don't see any significant uphill, that's a good indication that the terrain should be manageable for us. I'm sure Riley is hungry. So, and I'm going to be very hungry by the time we stop tonight, so we're going to enjoy our dinner whenever that is. I've only seen 3 hikers today. They were all the 3 southbound hikers I mentioned earlier. I don't think they were through hikers, but they could have been. Not sure. But those are the only 3 hikers I've seen the entire day. And I don't think I've seen any northbound hikers the past 2 days. Which means I haven't seen any northbound hikers the past 4 days, because 2 days prior to yesterday, Riley and I were just in our tent at South Pond, and we didn't see any other hikers, because to get to South Pond we had to take a little side trail, so any hikers that passed by would have just continued on the AT, and they wouldn't have seen us, and we wouldn't have seen them unless they decided to come down for a visit. But I was not aware that anybody did. I have my gloves on, my black gloves. I found these in the hiker box at the cabin in Andover. So they are helping to keep my hands warm. And I also have my black beanie on my head to keep my head warm. I only have one hiking shirt on right now, and that's just because I haven't felt like stopping yet to put on anything else, but at some point I'll probably stop. Certainly I'll need to get my headlamp out at some point, and if I haven't done so before then, I will put my rain jacket on to help keep warm and keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't rain. I'm not sure if I said the mountain earlier. We got up to this peak called Lone Mountain, and there wasn't much of a view. It was just like we finished the big climb, and then the trail kind of leveled off, and there was a sign saying Lone Mountain with the elevation. I think it was between 3,000 and 4,000 feet, but we were still under tree line, so didn't really feel like the peak of a mountain. So I am not much for words right now. I'm kind of worried about the night hiking we have to do tonight. Don't really want to do it, but I mean, I would prefer to just, stop right now and go to sleep. But if I want to get to where I want to get to tomorrow, then it's kind of necessary. So it is what it is, and hopefully we can get through it all right. So I hope everyone that's watching is doing very well right now. I hope you're all safe and sound, well nourished. Hope you either, depending on what time of the day it is, could be any time, I guess, but yeah, hope you're doing well, and Riley and I guess we'll check in later, right? That's all we can do. All we can do is check in later as it gets gradually darker here. So, all right, bye for now. Looks like we are close to the lean-to. That is the privy for the lean-to. Come on, Riley. Looks like we have a sign here. Sign. Spaulding Mountain lean-to. That way. And we are not going to go there. Riley, we are going to continue on the AT. And try to get closer to where we want to be by the end of the day tomorrow. But that's encouraging that we passed the lean-to and it's still light out. Still got a little. So I think based on passing that lean-to there, we're at 10.7 on the day. So my goal is to get at least 12, and ideally more than that. So at least, so we have 1.3 more to get to 12. Anyway, numbers schmumbers, right? Riley, come on, man. What are you doing? Riley often protests after we have passed like a lean-to. It's like he knows that there are people back there, or that he smells the scent of people that have been there. And he's like, why are we going away from them? Anyway, so I'm just going to be thankful for the light while we have it, and then once it gets dark enough to put my headlamp on, I do have plenty of power in my headlamps, so nothing to fear. The only thing to fear is if it starts raining. So this is called the AT Completion Plaque. Maine CCC, in honor of the men of the Civilian Conservation Corps who, from 1935 to 1939, contributed greatly to the completion of the Appalachian Trail in Maine, and who, on August 14th, 1937, near this spot, completed the final length of the entire 2,054-mile trail, dedicated to August 14th, 1987, the 50th anniversary, by the volunteers of the Appalachian Trail Club. Okay. We are in great fog. Yes, we are, Riley. We're looking forward to getting to our campsite, right? Yes, we are. And eating some food. Yes, we are. Okay, so that's the AT Completion Plaque. Hello, good evening. Riley and Van Gogh here we're in our tent now. It is about midnight. Just want to close out the day for Saturday, September the 28th, day number 149, I think. We passed by the last shelter earlier, which was Spaulding Mountain shelter. And I had said we were going to do some night hiking, and that we had done like all the significant uphill on the day that there was, and that the terrain I wasn't expecting to be very difficult. And I was just mistaken. So I knew there was an uphill after getting to Lone Mountain Peak. I knew there was another uphill somewhere because I'd seen it on the elevation map. But I thought for some reason that Spaulding Mountain lean-to was after that uphill. And I remember hiking from Lone Mountain to Spaulding Mountain lean-to. It was about 2.2 miles. And I remember doing that without experiencing any significant uphill. So somehow I convinced myself that we had, I guess, like I was more sure that Spaulding Mountain lean-to was on the other side of the uphill than I was, I guess, about the uphill in and of itself. So what I was incorrect about was that Spaulding Mountain lean-to is actually before the uphill. And then there's a big uphill, or a steep uphill, to Spaulding Mountain that leads to Spaulding Mountain. And I just forgot about that. So I did look at Far Out just before leaving the area for the lean-to, and I realized when I looked at Far Out that I was incorrect in my thought process, and that we actually did have a significant uphill to do. And I saw that it was 0.8 of a mile to get to the top elevation point that we were going to get to. And it was about 6:30 at this point. And so I decided to just hike on and try to get it out of the way and, get some more miles, get some more distance in to make tomorrow a little bit easier. So, yeah, fortunately we were able to get the uphill up to Spaulding Mountain complete. There was a side trail that actually leads to the summit, so the AT doesn't actually go over the summit directly, it just kind of goes close to the summit. And of course we did not take the side trail, we just stayed on the AT. And it was very, very foggy, and I only started really noticing it once I got my headlamp out and turned the headlamp on, that how foggy it was. Anyway, so we are camped. We hiked a total of 13.4 miles today, and we are camped at mile 1998.2. So we have officially just under 200 miles to go. I think it's 199.2 to be exact, to get to Mount Katahdin. But more immediately, we are 10.8 miles away from Main Route 27, which leads into Stratton. So, tomorrow we have from here we have a big downhill, and then we have a big uphill up to South Crocker Mountain and North Crocker Mountain, and then we have a big downhill, and that second downhill will go directly to Main Route 27. And yeah, so it's a 10.8 miles to get there. So at least that's doable within a day. And I would like to get up early, get up as early as I'm able to. So we give ourselves as much time as possible to do it, and hopefully give ourselves the best chance to get there. Number one, get there, but also get there as early as possible. Yeah, so also, the fog, I mentioned it was foggy, and that turned into some light precipitation, actually. And I can actually still hear some drops falling on the tent. Fortunately, it didn't start raining heavily. It was just very light precipitation, so hopefully that clears up by the morning and we can just hike in the dry weather. Yeah, so Riley and I have gotten some food before going to bed, so that's good. Riley is sleeping fine right now. And when we get to, hopefully we get to the main roadhouse tomorrow. When we get there, I'm going to give Riley a lot of food because he needs it. He needs it. And yeah, I really want to get to main roadhouse tomorrow. That's like number one thing on my mind. So I'm going to be really motivated to get up early tomorrow and get there. And I'm going to be very disappointed if we don't get there. Yeah, I think that's all for now. So, hope everyone's doing well. And Riley and I are going to go to sleep, and we'll check in tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.